Hey everybody, what's going on, guys? Trying something a little bit different this time. We are actually in a pre-match already for a brand new team that I want to go over for Mass Ball Mayhem. So hopefully you guys like it a lot here. Kind of wanted to show it just immediately in action, show you guys what it exactly does here, and then we'll go over stats right after this. So pretty much what you have here is you have a Chandelier and a Clefairy. These are my two leads that I'm mainly using right now. It is a very solid team, and it has been wiping the floor with many people that we've gone against. Mainly right now, it's been a lot inside Showdown because I haven't had a chance to play Sword and Shield. Like literally, I haven't been able to play in the last 2 days or so. But we have been playing a lot. I know you guys have not seen an upload in a little while because the month of December was a crazy time, and I only got a chance to be able to do Season 2. So it was a little bit of a bummer there. But like I said, we're here. We're live. And we're going to pretty much go over the whole squad in just a little bit. You guys can get a little sneak preview of everything here. Chandelier, Clefairy, Dusclops, Conkelador, and we have two other beautiful ones inside of the back, such as Crawdnaw and Goodra. Very good setup. I really like it a lot, and it throws a lot of people off with pretty much how much power that it can do. It's a lot of power. So, as you saw right now, Clefairy is pretty much my follow me user at the moment, so it's a really solid team here. So but anyway, enough talking about it, right? Let's get into it. Let's see what we can do here. So it was a little bit unfortunate that we got the taunt right now, but here's the thing, is that we should still be in a really good spot because he's probably going to get Drillodon right now. And even if he does go into me, no, I'm probably going to be faster than him most of the time unless he's going into a Jelly Nature. But we don't really know what item he's running. I wish I could do a helping hand, but I think I knock out regardless. But let's see. Only reason why I'm still sticking around for my Clefairy is just because I want to be able to break any kind of sash that she might have. So, and she's super duper bulky. So let's see what my opponent does. So, gonna go on my Chandelier, and it's not a lot of damage. So Chandelier, look up the stats, guys. It is actually super duper heavy when it comes to damage. It is like 142. It's like probably one of the biggest special sweepers that I've seen in this game, and it can knock out just about anybody, like with ease, which is actually crazy. And having somebody to support it and does stuff like that, like that's monsters. That really is, and it does a hell of a lot of damage. And also, we have some really good bulk on this team too. We have a good mix of everything. It is a half Trick Room, half Sweeper set. If for some reason, if Chandelier is having a wall on, like for instance, like if it's a team that has an issue with like a wall, or like such as like T-Tar and Extra Drill tend to be an issue for it, then I can always run the opposite way, which is going to be like a Trick Room Goodra going in for like a tanky set instead of going for my Sweeper, which is really powerful. But yeah, let's finish this game, and then we're gonna go over pretty much everything right now. So it's really nice. I really want to try also a different intro too, because like I usually go over everything pretty much like what I have and all in all, etc. But I wanted to show you just right here and then the goods that come with this, minus that Sucker Punch there. That wouldn't have happened if I had Follow Me, but that's fine. Like it's one of those things where Taunt will pretty much be done. And that's another thing too, is that I know that Taunt's going to be done soon, and Clefable is a very bulky mon. Mainly going for special defense. I've taken two. I'm assuming that yeah, to be fair, that Whimsicott's gotta be pretty bulky. Let's see. So we're gonna pop out Dusclops here. So how this team works, so like let's just say Chandelier goes down after like already sweeping most of their team there, which is really nice. But once you do that, they're pretty much gonna go ahead and Trick Room here. However, I think they have Taunt with that. Oh, actually we know we have Taunt. Excuse me. Let's see. What we're gonna do is we're actually going to Helping Hand because we have priority. If you do Moonblast me, then that is then I don't think that's gonna knock out, but just in case, because I feel like a Taunt's coming because they see a Trick Room most likely. So yep, here comes a Taunt, and of course Helping Hand is going to have priority over anything. And then he's going to Poison Jab. So let's see if we can take this Poison Jab. Okay, so we didn't with that. I was a little bit worried about that. I was thinking like maybe that might be an issue there, and we may want to Nightshade. But we still have Conk, and Conk's going to pretty much end it here. So it's understandable. It is what it is. If we weren't taunted there, then I would have done follow me and then just popped up the trick room. So that's the ideal setup. But again, I'm not really too worried about it. We are taunted right now, so I can't do too much here. But what we can do is we can end. Yeah, actually, hold on. Let's see. Let's do it like this. So I'm not really too worried for Conk because there is a fairy move out right now. But again, we're running Assault Vest on him. So he is a... so he does take some damage there. But to be fair, he's in a pretty good spot, I think. Like, he has some issues with this. But with Nightshade being out there, he should be able to... well, first off, he's going to have a hard time being able to go and take out the Dusclops. I'm going to say that right now. So that's going to be our saving grace there. But Conk is like a beautiful sweeper as well. So we have Chandelier that does a lot. And then you have that Mad Lad that comes out. So I'm really glad that I tried out doing it like this. Because one thing that you're going to be able to see is that this is probably one of the most ideal versions for him. In the sense of like how to stop my team because of those taunts. Because the follow me and the trick room are huge. But here's the thing, though, is that I have really heavy sweepers that don't necessarily need to rely on it. So the reason why I'm going Mop Punch is just to do a little bit of damage there because I know he's probably going to go and Drain Punch me off. So that's fine because we're going to just go here and get a little Nightshade in. He didn't heal from that much at all, so that's completely fine. So Nightshade goes off of levels, so it doesn't have like that set. He could drop me down and I'll be fine when it comes to like special attack. So I'm usually in a really good spot. So at this point right here, I will pretty much take any hit that he has, dark or not. Like even if he hits me hard with this, I would still be in a really good spot. So he's gonna Sucker Punch me, but Dusclops is an absolute tank. So and then that's pretty much the game. So let's go over the whole team. I want to be able to show you guys. And like I said again, it's always the best situation when you guys can show exactly what the worst situation could be, such as being able to get stopped with the follow me right off the bat. And just being able to come back out of that is actually beautiful. And that's why I also didn't change out the Clefairy. I probably could have. But the thing is, though, is that the Whimsicott was literally just shooting Moonblast on there. So it's one less Mon I had to deal with in that sense. Instead of some of my other sweepers inside of the back, which I knew there was a taunt on the field. So if anything, it was good. I was able to stop that Focus Sash, and I was able to do a few things with that. But let's kind of go over everything here. Again, guys, it's been a long time since we've actually made a video. So I want to be able to show you guys like the teams that I made many of teams, but we're gonna go over this one specifically. As you guys can already see right now, that's the main gist of it when it comes to what this team's about. So what I really found out with Chandelier is that, is that it has tons and tons of damage. It's just one of those mons that it just does a lot with that. Hell, I actually even almost thought about thinking to myself what can I do for maybe a bulkier set with it and then trying to keep it alive. But I was like, no, let's just go for a heavy sweeper, modest, straight up damage, and it knocks people out. It's crazy. It knocks a lot of people out. I'm trying to think who else has that much special attack right now that can be viable with good speed. Because it has good speed too. So if you go into speed and special attack with a modest nature and also a life orb, you're knocking people out. And then with the hidden ability too, so if you see any Grimmsnarls, who cares if they put up barriers or anything, because you can go right through that. Or you can do Flash Fire. And Flash Fire is kind of nice too, because it makes you have immunity to fire. And also if people do hit you with fire, you get a buff. So it depends on which one you're trying to go for. I prefer the hidden ability, because the hidden ability actually has it where, like I said, the barriers huge. So, yeah, so kind of going over everything here, you have Chandelier and Clefairy that I love using together. But again, I was telling you guys, hey, what if you guys have an issue? Let's just say that there's a wall there. There's somebody that Chandelier cannot one-shot. Like I said, T-Tar and Extra Drill you can hit, but it usually has Sash. If you're running that, usually they're running Sash, which is understandable. So Chandelier doesn't want to be there because what could happen, and this is what a lot of them do instead, is that they'll have a Sash and you can't really do much damage to T-Tar. Unfortunately, T-Tar just kind of it's like that. So you don't really have anything that's super effective against him, or just really neutral damage that's good. So what you can do in this situation is bring in Clefairy, Clefable, and then Dusclops, set up Trick Room, get yourself situated there. Don't even worry about bringing Chandelier unless there's other threats in the back that you can bring for later. Because then what you can do is you can use a Mon such as like Conk, Krodna, or Gudra. We will use a Gudra. I'm gonna see if I can get like 2 more matches in there that can kind of show off the potential with that if the opportunity arises. Because Gudra is gonna be super duper tanky. And just do a lot of beautiful things, guys. So without further ado, I want to kind of like show you guys how more matches of what we can do here. So let me know if you guys like this setup here. If not, we'll go back to the regular explaining everything and then going into matches. But I thought that'd be kind of cool. We were already inside of a match, so probably should have started right at the beginning. But I was like, you know what? We just started it for the most part, so let's get it. So, but like I said, without further ado, let's get going. So again, they all have their gist with everything. They have great abilities. Again, Iron Fist, Adaptability, Sap Stepper are like fantastic and unique abilities too. So ain't nobody really gonna be having these kind of bonds. And I'm gonna tell you, if you guys use this team, again, code will be inside of the description. I know you guys will be able to climb up far. So one thing I am gonna say though is that being gone, because I was gone for like 2 or 3 days. I've been working, had been dealing with a lot of personal things. But I was at about 700 in the world, 709 I think, and then after that, like I lost like 2, and then we ended at like 2.2k or something like that, and then come back on after like 2 or 3 days, and they shot me back up to about 7. So after that, we just did these 2 matches there, and then now we're back in a good spot again. But like, and we're just gonna keep dropping down, so that's really helpful there. But yeah, so, and actually this is a great example. So here is the T-turn extra drill. So they may not lead with that, and that is, it's a little bit concerning because like I would love, because if they do run Drillodon, and I know it sounds funny because you like Clefairy and Drillodon, like it goes right through Drillodon, but here's the thing is that you can knock out a Drillodon like it's nothing. But we're not gonna do that. I think this time around we're gonna go and do, just in case they don't lead Drillodon, this is still good. Even if it isn't, right here you have Dusclops, and that's gonna be really helpful. Drillodon's not gonna be knocking that out, I'm gonna tell you that right now. So unless for some reason he has like a helping hand, maybe some buffs there with Life Orb, and then possibly with like maybe like a Dark Pulse, but I don't know. It's really gonna be really iffy on that one. So, and then we're gonna bring Conk, and then let's see. So they have Electric Weakness, which we have. You know what? Actually, they have a Dragon too. So and Whims. But I almost want to say Gudra would still be a good pick here, because I don't see Krodna really seeing any time here. We could bring Chandelier in the back, which wouldn't be too bad, but I don't know. Well, they have 3 fairies, so I don't know. Well, that does have the opportunity to proc off Gudra's weakness policy, especially if I Dynamax. You know what? Yeah, that puts me in a good spot still for weakness policy. So let's give it a shot. Normally, I wouldn't say no to this. I would probably have brought in and hold me on this one. So if I lose this one, then you can slap my wrist on that. But normally, I would bring in like Krodna in that situation there. He's actually choice banned, so he, with his special ability that he has, which increases damage even more for stab moves there, so water and dark. So knockoff becomes so powerful. It's crazy. It actually is like brutally crazy. So, but this actually is not too shabby here. What may happen? This is my concern. This is my concern, is that Cheetar may Rock Slide. Let's see. So we have Salt Vest. Okay, so Salt Vest and Weakness Policy. So that's actually perfect. So Drillodon's not anything like super duper like DPS wise. So we may actually get Conk depending on. We may actually Dynamax Conk because of that. Without further ado though, Trick Room I think is going to be a good idea still, and so Follow Me may be completely useless here if he does a Rock Slide. If he doesn't and goes for that Crunch, which I think he's going to try to knock out Dusclops. Usually when you lead Dusclops, especially with the Clefairy, well, a lot of people don't realize what Clefairy kind of does, but my guess is that he's going to go in for a Crunch, but he could very well go for a Rock Slide and then get a Flinch. So if that happens, no Flinch hacks, please. But but the only issue too with this is that Drillodon also has an ability which makes it so that it avoids Follow Me. But what I'm trying to do is not block his damage, but trying to block T-Tar's damage if it is a Crunch, which they may need it to knock it out, especially if he's going Assault Vest. So let's see what he does though. So, and he very well may just go for Clefairy, which isn't a problem. So see. So he's going in for a Clefairy. Okay, so does this knock out though? Okay, that does knock out. So it's a lot of damage from that there. So that was a lot. I don't usually like to lose Clefairy like that, but it does set up Trick Room right off the bat. So like I said again, the only way that he can get me is if he can flinch me, which he may Rock Slide. No, okay, so he's gonna crunch, but he's not gonna knock. He ain't gonna knock me out there. So that's actually really good for us. So actually, this sets us up really nice because what we have now is the ultimate weapon for freaking Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr actually runs through this right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring Conk, we're going to Dynamax him, and helping hand our way to victory. So just hope that works, of course, but I have high hopes with it. So let's hit him with a helping hand, and then yeah, see, always remember with this too is that you want to hit up this max knuckle. Sometimes for some reason like it looks like the same, but they are not the same just because of Mach Punch. So just be wary of that. But let's see. So we have Drill, and if he wasn't Dynamax, then that wouldn't be too bad of an issue here. But the thing is, though, is that with his Assault Vest, I mean, no. Let's just make sure. Actually, you know, we would not easily knock out freaking T-Tar too. But he has weakness policy, so it's not like he has anything. He doesn't have like Life Orb or anything crazy there. Drill Dawn is also Dynamax too, so he is going to have a little bit of damage there. Plus, he also has Steel Spike, so he's going to probably try to get all of his defenses up. So if I remember correctly, with a Helping Hand, Iron Fist, and also going into a super effective, I think we just knock it out. But we may not because he already has a +1 also. But let's see. Conkeldurr right now is really bulky right now, and he also has Assault Vest hit himself. So he is he's in a good spot regardless. So let's see what he does. Okay, so it doesn't knock out there, but with a +1, as long as he doesn't Dragon, as long as he doesn't drop my attack right now, we should be okay as well. It also depends on how much T-Tar is going to be doing. Okay, so he's going right in. Going right in for that Dusclops again. Let's see. Oh, actually, you know what? With that Sand knockout, that's going to be a problem. That's actually really good at my opponent there. Let's see. Okay. That was actually really good play. That was like his best play there. So minus attack is unfortunate, and then Dusclops goes down. See, so like that minus attack was really a bummer there, but like and then having that Dusclops there to be able to get like one more would have been sweet, but it is what it is. Goodra is out now, so that's going to be really helpful for us. Trying to think, we should probably just knock out this T-Tar most likely, because if he's just gonna do the yeah, you know, he's just gonna do that most likely, and he very well may go in for the Goodra for this next one. But let's keep Goodra alive, especially if he does. If he goes into that and procs that, that's gonna be a problem. That is definitely gonna be a problem for our opponent. So, but I'm pretty sure we knock out T-Tar with this, especially with that 4 times. So no Helping Hand, but again we have Iron Fist, which increases any kind of physicals, which is really helpful for us. But let's see what our opponent does. So I'm hoping that he goes into Goodra. That's my hope. Oh yeah, T-Tar got obliterated there. Wow. Yeah, probably should have went into him originally, but I was expecting a little bit more damage. But that's noted. I know that he has 120 defense, I think. But then he also has Steel Spike on him, so that's a lot. But let's see. Did he go into Goodra? He did. That's our best play there. So we are 150 special, which that's special defense, and we also just got oh yeah, we just got weakness policy off. Yeah, Conk just lost attack. Like he lost 2, but then he's been gained 2, so he's still in a really good spot. Wow. Okay, and weakness policy is off, and Trick Room is still up also, so whew, we're in a good area. And his Dynamax is done. So we can actually still get one more. So we can still get one more max knuckle off, so or whatever else that they bring. So T-Tar got shot down. Wow. The only thing I would have played a little bit differently on that last one was probably go right into T-Tar immediately. So that was my bad on that one there, because we probably could have saved our Dusclops too, thus stalling the game out a little bit more. However, that was nice. That was nice. Like, I don't know if he would have done that, you know, if we didn't do that either. So it's a bit of a tricky situation there for sure. But we are going to... Okay, so he has Whim, so... See, how much more time do we have? Okay, we have 2. Let's see. How much extra damage? Let's see. I'm pretty sure... Okay, so they're all the same. So... one may burn, one may poison. Either one. Either one doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay. Let us do... Let's see, and it's just dragon. It's just a dragon type too, so it's just that. That's it at that point. Yeah, he has a lot of coverage right now, but let's get that extra max knuckle. That max knuckle should knock him out right now, especially since he went in for attacks and not for defenses. So that should just knock him out. Yep. Okay. Very good. Very good. Especially without that Dynamax health there. And then Gudra should definitely go first, but it's probably gonna be Sash. But even if it hits, it's 150 special defense, and one has an assault vest. So you can go right ahead. Let's see. Now, only bad part is that Gudra is normally weak, but with that weakness policy proc, that's really, really, really helpful. But let's see, which one does he go into? So, okay, so we're gonna go into Gudra. Let's see, how much does Gudra take here? It's really good, actually. Super effective, still ate it up pretty well. So, wow, that's actually really nice. Very good on this hat. And also the sand knocks out that Whimsicott too, so very nice, very nice. So right now we're looking at a +1 conk. Even though our Dynamax is over, they are only one more Mon left. So let's see what they had in the back. And it was extra drill, so we're in a really good spot. And remember, Trick Room is just about to end, but we have what's really nice about Conk is that he has a priority, which is really, really, really awesome. And then yeah, actually, honestly, we're in a really good set. Regardless of what we do, he can protect right now, and that's fine. But like, it's not gonna help him. So, because even if he does wait for that, because that's probably what he's going to do. He's probably going to protect to see if he can just, like, wait it out there. But we have Mach Punch, and a +1 Mach Punch with the Iron Fist. It's going to knock him out no matter what. But let's see if he even has any kind of protect. He should. That's what I would have, for sure. But you never know. Our opponent may not be running that. But he didn't. Okay, so that should just be a knockout. Yeah, that's a one-shot. That's beautiful. I think that Thunder would have been the same way. So either way, this lead was good. This lead was really good. Yeah, again, I could have probably changed it up a smidge with being able to knock out the T-Tar immediately. So that was something noted. I guess that was something I just didn't realize. I thought we would knock it out immediately, but he did get a +1. And even if he did get that +1, it would have knocked out immediately, but it would have knocked him down a lot lower. But that was my fault. I messed up with how I did things when I did that. But I mean, other than that, though, that was really nice. So that's 2 already. So let's see if we can get one more. One more would make me very happy, and we can maybe get into a little bit of a lower rank there, so that'll be really nice for us too. So the main goal, of course, which I've tried to say with any episode and everything else that we do, is I want to be able to get to top 100. If I'm losing to higher end people, I'm not there yet. I'm not ready, but that's my goal. I want to be able to get to top 100 at least this season, and then I also want to be able to just do better for the community. I want to be able to help out more, and I want to be able to grow more and more. So, okay, so check this out. They're running Butterfree, right? Butterfree Snorlax. Okay, this is actually going to be a very interesting team because, I almost want to run Gudra because they may run Sleeps, and Sleeps are no fun, but Gudra has Sap Sipper, which is really nice because it makes it so that you have, like if you do try to sleep the Gudra, it is going to be a problem because of, Sap Sipper. It doesn't work. But yeah, see, Butterfree is definitely fast. That's the only issue that I have, really, is that, Demon's on my team. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Or, did I put Ice on him? This may be leading a little bit risky on this, but I think I might even do Clefairy, and I can just Dynamax Conk right off the bat, and then hit Ice, and then just knock it out. Because I think that's what they're going to try and do, because Snorlax is also here, which is also a big threat. So we're going to get Dusclops here, and then, we could do Gudra again. But, I want to do Chandelier again. Chandelier's awesome. And, just in case if Trick Room dies away or anything right there, Chandelier is ready to go. So, however, if I screw it up, and Trick Room's up, it's going to be the slowest mon. So, it's kind of ups and downs. That's why I like to lead Chandelier, so that I can do everything that I can. So what I probably should have done is probably brought Gudra, but it's okay. I messed up. I messed up a little bit with how I did that. But like when I see those numbers counting down, I kind of panic. But this is actually really good. Actually really good. So they picked Snorlax, and they picked... Okay, this is actually really nice, actually. So we are going to... Okay. Yeah, okay, this is actually really good. So... we're going to do follow me on this because she has to follow in on that. And then we're actually going to put up the ice. I know it sounds a little crazy instead of going in for the Snorlax. But I want to be able to knock out that Butterfree so I can make it go sleep. The only concern that I have, and well, I guess I have a Dusclops in the back that has Haze, which is going to be really nice for us. I don't think Snorlax is going to knock out Conk because Conk is really bulky, but oh, he actually just backed out. Maybe he thought I was going in for that. Yeah, actually, he definitely thought I was going in for that. So that was definitely the wrong play because I'm going to be going in. I'm going to be going in for that. Now, I may get a sleeping Clefairy, which I probably will. I think most of these Butterfrees run wide lens, I think. But this will be really good because I was having an issue before with these Butterfrees, but leading this has always been really solid because like if I do Ice Punch on here, which will bring up the Hailstorm, because like it's sashed. That's the thing, is that it's definitely sashed. So like I always had an issue afterwards, but the hail will knock it out, unless he brought something in to stop it, but he didn't this time. So he's gonna make it so that she sleeps. So that's a bummer. That is. So Clefable has to sleep, but at least we get to knock out Butterfree, which is surprisingly a huge threat because of the sleep. So I know it seems super funny when I think of like Butterfree being a threat, but it is definitely a threat. So, but with the hail being up right now, it will most definitely stop that threat. Huge. So the next threat that they have, I mean, they have Rhyperion out right now, which can be a threat, which probably has a weakness policy, but Snorlax is more of our concern here. So what we'll do is, and also with this team, also they're mainly set up for Trick Room, so we didn't necessarily need a Brain Dusclops, but I brought Dusclops just in case to have Helping Hand and also to be able to change the rooms if I need to. So like Ally Swap, or excuse me, he doesn't have Ally Swap anymore. He has Haze because of Snorlax, so like that's huge for Snorlax. But he has that. He has oh, excuse me, I had a brain fart there. he has Trick Room. Trick Room is the main thing that I need, but like he has a lot of utility, which is huge. So so he's asleep now. It's a little bit of a bummer because I wish he wasn't, but it's okay. We're gonna be able to let's see. So most people will be like, hey, look, super effective. That'd be nice, but he's gonna probably Dynamax right now, and this is where we need to be just a little bit careful with this, especially with Clefable being asleep. So not only that, but Indeedee probably gonna follow me also. So just the biggest thing is just to get a +1. I think that's our best play. So here comes the Dynamax. Okay, that was a good call. Usually when you see Rhyperion on there, so that means Snorlax is no longer a threat, really, in the sense of like you don't want him to belly drum because he can still do some decent damage, but no Gigamax Snorlax, so that's huge. So anything Gigamax Snorlax is not fun, but unless you hazed him. Haze is a beautiful move. I haven't been able to really have a chance to use it, and I might use it right now. To be honest, if he gets weakness policy off, then I might be able to get that going, but I would have to have Trick Room first to really be able to make that work. So that's like, and that's super effective too. But Assault Vest is actually a beautiful thing. So I should knock out Indeedee. Oh no, actually, it's cool. Actually, I think the hail does though. I forget how much off she is right now. So kind of curious. Sorry, Perion's gonna do a Max Quake. Is he going into Conk though? That's my real question. Okay, he is, and Conk eats that up too. He's strong boy, very strong boy. Okay, so Conk has some decent bulk too, so that's something I really like a lot about him too. So it's really solid. Does that knock out the Indeedee? It does knock out the Indeedee. So practically a one-shot. So I could take that. Those are wins that we take home. And to be fair, I think Clefairy is about to wake up. So it would be the ideal situation for sure. And to be honest, I am going to bank on that because it is turn number 2. So he's gonna have to do something with that. So I'm banking on another follow me, and then I'm gonna go into Snorlax. I think Rhyperion looks juicy with that, but then again, he also has weakness policy most likely, and that is not fun. So I'm probably gonna try to knock out the Snorlax before he does anything. He has no follow me's or anything crazy. Oh, Clefable did not. Interesting. I mean, I still go first, but like I was expecting that. All right, yeah, that almost knocks out the Snorlax, but he eats a berry, so this time around it's not going to be as effective. But he can't do any belly drums, so that's a nice thing too. But that's unfortunate because like I really was expecting after, yeah, that was 3, I want to say, or maybe that was 2. I'm not entirely sure with that. I may have miscounted there, but yeah, I was expecting to be able to have a follow me after that. I'm trying to see if this knocks out. Ooh, Almost want to say barely. Almost want to say barely. But then again, with hail up though, I may have just knocked myself out there, especially being that low. So that's fine. Let's see. What can we do in this situation? Snorlax isn't buffed or anything crazy yet, so I'm trying to think what he did. So he did high horsepower, so he's just doing attacks now. So not a big deal. Not a big deal at all, actually. Let's see. Snorlax almost got knocked out. That would have been crazy, honestly. Let's see. I'm probably gonna hit him afterwards. Let's just play the... Yeah, you know what? What's really nice though is that Dusclops has Nightshade, which is really nice because if you think about it, it makes it so that you so it has like that pretty much that set damage. So you had weakness policy, and then the Snorlax had a berry, so that's understandable with that. So let's see. So he's gonna go in for. So he has special. So he has a special +2. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna double in on that. I'm trying to think if Helping Hand would help out Nightshade. That's something I never tested before. Because I know it's a set amount of damage, but does it help with that? I don't know. I should probably calc that. But I think we're in a good spot, though, still, regardless. So, the Fable finally woke up. So, I would have enjoyed that earlier. So, but it's okay. She was taking a good nap. So, that should... Yep, actually, that puts him in a good enough spot to go in and get a knockout there. And Rhyperion should not kill anybody, honestly, in this sense. It's going to hit Dusclops, but, again, without proccing weakness policy, it is... We're set, honestly. So, and to be fair, the unless he does like a recycle to be able to get himself up. Let's see, no, that's not going to do anything because Snorlax without any buffs is not very powerful. So that's why I'd say, oh, actually, you know what? I'm silly. I'm totally silly. I totally forgot. I totally forgot. Forgive me, guys. Forgive me. It's been a long night. It's been a long night. You guys didn't see that. You guys didn't see that. Let's see. That was beautiful, actually. That's probably top plays. Let's see. I can't believe I did that. That is actually beautiful. Well, I guess we can just Helping Hand on that one. Sure. I probably should have Helping Hand Clefairy originally because that is that would have been our best play. But because actually here's the thing is that like with that last one she probably would have woke up, and then with Helping Hand that would have knocked it out. But that was my fault because of the set damage. So this one will definitely knock out for sure. And that's really all that we need right here because we still have Chandelier in the back, and even though there's a weakness there, we should still be in a really good spot still because of speeds. Not only that, but as you can see right here, there's not really a lot of damage coming the way here, so we're set. They didn't really even mess with Clefable very much either, which is probably not very good on their half because of how bulky she is. Now I know she was asleep, so I know they were not expecting a lot there. But to be fair, she was definitely a threat, without a doubt. But we're going to do Moonbeam there. Actually, I wonder if Chandelier will even be able to come out. I mean, he should be able to knock out... he should be able to knock her out right after this, but we'll see, we'll see. He does have a special defense +2, so that is something I do need to see if I can get rid of. So... Okay, see, so Dusclops is there, but he could also... Oh, that's a double flinch. That was very unfortunate for us there. Because, like, you saw the other one. That was definitely another flinch there, too. So, bit of a bummer. But I guess it's okay, too, same time, because we could have always had a worse situation, and we could have just straight up just gotten a... what am I trying to tell you? We could have just gotten flinched and also been able to... flinch would have been terrible. So... We're still not out of the water yet because we do need to be able to knock this thing out. So... and he is using rock slides, so I doubt he's gonna... I mean, he could always do a high horsepower, but let's just hit him with... I'm pretty sure he does have the stand up. Actually, you know what? Actually, hold on a minute. His stand almost gone. Two more turns. So with Helping Hand and Shadow Ball, even with the stand up, I think we should be able to knock out. He does have a +2 though, so that is a concern. So, but I think with Chandelier, Life Orb, all that, I think he should be good. Because I know normally it would do some serious damage. But he did buff himself up twice with the Max Quake. So that could be a bit of an issue here. Especially with my team being very, very, very special on this one. Chrono would have been really good inside of the back. But I didn't think he was going to really have as much special defense as he is doing now. But actually, we should be fine. As long as he doesn't knock out here. He's going to go in for a Rock Slide. So hopefully this doesn't knock out. Okay, good. Really good. Actually, really solid. So we do get biffed by the storm a little bit there, but what we can do just to confirm is I'm pretty sure that knocks out, but I don't think I need helping hand for both sides. So famous last words, but I'm pretty sure that should be okay. So because if not, we lose. So actually, hold on, he's gonna protect. Let's see, does that sand knock me out on that side? I didn't see how much HP I had on that side. I think I'm okay still. Let's see. Maybe she's trying to bank it on it. Oh, actually, the storm was already done. So actually, yeah, okay. So this is a game. This is a game because now he loses a lot. Well, even if he did hit me with that last one, Sandstorm hits 10, and I would have been at 1 HP. So it's even still, we're still a set in a really good spot there. So with Shadow Ball and everything else there, that's the game because of, like I said again, Sands, for him, he gets it increased by 50% for his special defense inside of the sand, but that knocks out for sure without even a helping hand. With the sand up, maybe not, but that's enough for us really, and that's actually really good. That game became really close at the end. Sleep sucks. Sleep sucks because Koferi was asleep for 3 turns. So if I would have brought in Gudra in the back, that actually would have been really good. However, it's hard to say what he would have done, because if he would have slept Conk instead, then that could have been a problem, and we could have actually swapped out Gudra. Like, for instance, like, if I knew for a fact he saw that this was a threat more than anything else, because I could always lead, like, Dusclops, right? And Dusclops is always a threat. So some people are like, hey, I'm going to go and knock this guy out really fast because I know that he's the biggest threat. Now, that wasn't the case there. But the thing is, though, is that once you swap into Gudra, Gudra gets Sap Sip, or Sip, Sap Sip. Sorry if I said that wrong. But yeah, it is a, and pretty much means that you are, not only are you immune to grass, but if you do get hit by any grass moves there, you'll be able to eat it up and be able to get a +1 set of attack. Now, I thought about doing attack Gudra too, but I like her moves more in special. Even though her attack is 100 and her special attack is 110, you can go either way, especially going bulky. Like, to be fair, like you have choices. And the biggest thing that we want for all my teams, you guys haven't noticed yet, is that we want confusion. We want them to guess what's gonna happen. So there's not every one of these actually, to be fair, we've actually stopped a little bit of that. Like, we have gone, not meta, but we have gone ones where you know what they're doing. But a lot of people don't see some of these mons, and they're wondering what they do. So, like, for instance, Clefable, don't see Clefable, because people use Togekiss. But Clefable has a beautiful assortment of moves that if you really look inside of her kit, you're gonna be like, wow, that's a really nice setup. So practically the same thing, and also you don't have to worry about a thunder. Pretty much, electricity is always gonna be a big issue when it comes to Togekiss. Sometimes it doesn't knock out, and sometimes you can even do weakness policies with that, which are really good. I don't think that's a problem. But the thing is, though, is that Clefable is very bulky. Like, God, if you want to have a mon that you can spam follow me's, or even do like 1 follow me or 2 follow me's, and then pretty much take a bunch of hits there, and then like occasionally shoot out a a moon blast or something. What I really like about her mainly, and I'm not running it on this team, but I might swap over to it, is that she has healing pulse, so she can heal the allies really, really. Like if you want them to take a hit from the follow me and then be able to heal them up later, you can do that. You can do that for Dusclops too if you need to get him healed, like for Trick Room and everything too, which is really nice. So again, this team is not needed for Trick Room, but it can work for that. Like, for instance, we used a single Trick Room on that last one. Granted, we were faster with that, but even still, if we would have done the other way around, just like with the Chandelier, we go in, we sweep a lot, and then we Trick Room if we want to. But we didn't even get to do the last one because our first one, we got taunted. We got taunted both times, but we still made it work because Conk is a huge sweeper, especially with the Salt Vest. Like you could put more damage on him with like a Life Orb or something. I thought about that, and that's practically, it almost actually, now that I think about it, it's probably very similar, if not a little bit more damage than Chandelier, which is nice. But he has very, very crappy special defense. And think about Chandelier, if I remember correctly, has like 90-90 with about 60 HP, and that's pretty good. Like, think about that. with about 88 speed, I want to say, and which is okay. But if you go into speed there, go modest for, and his special attack's gonna be about 142, I think. Again, I could be wrong with the numbers. Those are some killer numbers, and you're gonna be outspeeding a lot of the meta. Not everybody, but a good portion. But the ones that you know you can't follow means a beautiful thing. And if you know that you can outspeed them, you have Helping Hand. So it's a really good team. I didn't get a chance to really use Krodna and not as much Gudra as I wanted, but the situations didn't lead for them, really. But they are there, and they do some serious work. So don't sleep on Gudra. Actually, I like Gudra so much, I put her inside of a Beast Ball, and I love that. Beast Ball is my favorite one, and they're rare. So I put her in inside of a Beast Ball because she's just so flexible. And with that weakness policy there, you do a lot of things. So, but all in all, fantastic. That was a great few matches there, and we're going to keep climbing. But that's gonna be for another day. Again, if you want this team, code's right there on the bottom. And hope I see you guys very soon. Have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys another time. Peace out.